Welcome to Day 3 of Week of AI by TeacherGoals.
Hey teachers, and welcome to Curipod. I'm just going to show you some of the few things you can do to use Curipod magic to create some great lessons. So now I'm inside the creator. I'm starting off, I go here to generators, and I'm starting off, I want to create a brain break for 5th grade. I press do magic. Here's a brain break, it's a drawing activity, and I'll add it. I'll go back to my generators, and now I want to test out the explain it like I'm 5. And I want to explain kinetic versus potential energy. And do magic, and it creates some. And here's an easy explanation of kinetic versus potential energy. I'll go back, and I want a would you rather activity. My topic is animal habitats, and I'll do magic. Now it creates a would you rather question you can use for the topic animal habitats. These are some ways we have so many generators here. You can have fun, generate really interactive, engaging lessons. We also have an AI accelerator program open for applications to schools and districts, which will be an amazing opportunity for everyone to learn more about AI. Thank you everyone for trying out AI and have a great session.
The next session will begin in 20 seconds. Hi, welcome to Day 3 of TeacherGoals Week of AI. We're super excited to have Curipod sponsor all of today's sessions. And our first session today is a session on Curipod. I'm Amanda Fox, and I am here with
Erica Sandstrom. Nice to see you all again. Thank you, Amanda, for having me. I'm so excited. Can't wait.
Oh, Dr. Harb says he's just listening to the pumping tunes.
Yeah,
get everyone excited and going about all the excitement that we're going to share today and all of these sessions. So we have Curipod kicking off now. Following that, we're going to get into using AI to co-teach and plan lessons. Then we've got Heather Brown coming on at 7 with some amazing wizardly, wonderful AI skills that and tools that she's used with students. And at 8, we have Dan Jones, and he's going to be talking about using AI in the flipped classroom. So,
yeah, super excited. And did you want me to bring him in? Are we ready? All right. Wonderful, wonderful guy. I'm so excited for all of you to meet Frikk Fossen. He is a co-founder of Curipod, interaction designer by education, a former bandy player in Norway. I definitely want to hear more about that. Loves ice skating. He spent his last vacation hiking in the mountains of Norway, walking across the Hardangervidda, a 6-day hike. Did I say that right? You are so cool.
He's got thumbs up.
You're such a cool guy. Tell us more.
So, welcome. We're excited to hear all about Curipod. I know a lot of our viewers are familiar with the tool. We demoed it yesterday in our MIT panel, and you guys are going to get a deep dive of everything Curipod does and how to use it. You had the user experience yesterday. Now you get to peek behind the curtain and see how to design lessons and create awesome AI presentations yourself. So, you want to talk a little bit about Curipod, or do you want me to just you want me to turn it over to you?
No, that's great. Super cool to have everyone joining here, and thank you for having me. So yeah, I'm Frikk, one of the co-founders of Curipod, and I'll be showing you guys a bit on what you can do with Curipod. And yeah, I see people coming in from all over the world, which is super cool. I think we have some, like at the very end, I'll show you the last very, very cool thing we just released 2 hours ago. So stay tuned. Yeah, so is my screen shared? Can you bring up my screen?
I can share your screen. All right. So we're going to pop under and let you work your Curipod magic.
Yeah, cool.
Have
Thank
fun.
you. So yeah, first of all, to comment on the bandy stuff, it's a ice skating sports that looks a bit like soccer. You can Google it, and it's a very fun sport, but it's a very Nordic type of sport. All right, so for everyone joining, I think we can basically start by having everyone join. So we'll do a few simple activities in Curipod, and then I'll do a lot of demos. So if you can all join the Curie live, either by pasting in the pin code or scanning the QR code. I'll wait a minute or two to see if people are able to connect. All right, I see people coming in. You can still join. I think there was some links and some pin codes shared in the chat. So I'll be just starting a bit. You can always find the pin code in the top here. But yeah, so super quick about Curipod. Curipod stands for curiosity, and we are basically here to help more students get more curious and help you as a teacher spark more curiosity in your students. And how we do that is we help you make super cool interactive lessons powered by AI. So you can make a lot of super cool lessons very quickly. And you also get to kind of run them together with your students in interactive ways. And this is all of the Curipod team. We're a small team, and we love talking to teachers, and we love spending time in classrooms. So yeah, let's move on to the first activity. So to get a quick glimpse of if we have experienced Curipodders here or someone who has never tried it before, let's do a quick little poll. How well do you know Curipod? Okay. Very cool. So I will be making a lesson, but I need some help from you guys. So I want to create a super cool lesson about some animals, but I need some inspiration. So let's do a quick workout. What's your favorite animal? Type in the name of your favorite animal, and let's see what fun lesson we can create. All right. Okay, dogs and cats. Okay, let's see if we have a super cool. Okay, we have the donkey. Okay, great. And then another quick one. I'll do 40 seconds. Where are you all from? Type in your where you're from, country or state, and let's see what we can create. Okay. Georgia, California, Rio de Janeiro. Okay. All right. So I think let's try to make a lesson. So I'll share another tab. So there we go. So when you're in Curipod, you can create a new lesson. And here you can do lots of cool things. And so what we were supposed to make the lesson about was, let's say, donkeys in Arizona. You know, you want to make a lesson that is engaging for kind of catering to the interest of your students. So let's see. So let's talk about, we can first do a question about donkeys in Arizona. So in Curipod, you can start with getting a full draft lesson where you can type in the topic of your lesson and select a grade. And if you have any learning objectives or standards, you can paste those in. You can do magic, or you can start from scratch and build everything from scratch. So let's see what we get when we try to generate a lesson about donkeys in Arizona. You know, the cool thing about AI is you can customize a lot of the things. So here you get a draft of questions you can ask all the students. So introducing how many donkeys live in Arizona. You might want to check that fact up. You get some content slides, polls, you get some open-ended questions. And so you can then jump in and customize everything as you want. So you can change the order of the slides like this. You can edit some of the options. You can basically edit everything that has been created. And you can adjust the timer. Maybe you want to do a super quick poll, 20 seconds. And then you can also use what we call generators in Curipod. So a generator in Curipod is kind of a small pedagogical activity that you can give your topic or give some information, and it will generate a very cool activity for you. So for example, if you have all of these slides, I mean, doing a break in the middle of your lesson might be a good thing. So let's start with creating a brain break. So you can select the brain break generator and hit the do magic button. And then you get the wild little brain break here. Draw a robot unicorn with a chef's hat baking cupcakes. Now, this doesn't have anything to do with donkeys. So let's select something that you can also do with donkeys. So let's, for example, say, we can select the explain it like I'm 5. And then you can do donkeys. So how would you explain a donkey like you were 5? And so here, we generate a slide here about the donkey. something about that they're cute and hardworking, they look like horses, they have long ears, can carry heavy loads, etc., etc. And you can use all these to add to your lesson as you move on. And then you can do, for example, this fun little would you rather about donkeys in Arizona. And let's see what we got here. So let's see, would you rather ride a donkey to the bottom of the Grand Canyon or ride a donkey to the top of Mount Humphreys in Arizona? And what you can do about all these things is you can kind of create super cool classroom discussions. You can have the debates. You really you can use those interactive activities to kind of have the students collaborate with each other, discuss, and then learn. And you can also kind of tailor them to your specific students' interests. And if your students are not interested in donkeys, you can just kind of generate new perspectives of your activities with, let's say, another animal. Yeah, so did we have another cool? You can also do, for example, mini projects. Mini project about donkeys' habitats. So there are lots of these generators in Curipod, and there are new coming every week. And if you have a great idea for a generator you're missing or a cool activity that you want to see in Curipod, please let us know. We are super, super interested in all kinds of feedback. Oh, I'll try it again. Sometimes it fails. As I said, super interested in feedback. And Ellen, one of our product managers, I think she spends most of her time talking to teachers, trying to learn all these super cool interactive activities you guys are already doing. We just want to make it easier. So here is a mini project about donkeys and their habitats. So the question would be, what kind of environment do donkeys prefer to live in? And then the students can either create a drawing of a donkey's perfect habitat or describe the environment in a few sentences. So these are some things you can do. But let's say, and this is something that we just released. So let's now say that you have this concept slide, for example, here, did you know? And you might generate this in English, but your students, they are, where did we see people were from here? Your students are speaking Portuguese, like from Brazil, what we saw, or yeah, from Indonesia. We just now released a new translate feature, so you can translate your slides. So what you can do is generate your content and your lesson the way you want, and then you can hit this translate button right here. And then you can translate this. So I'm going to translate it to Spanish. So you just hit this button, and then in a few seconds, you suddenly have your slide translated to English. And here we have lots of languages that we support. I think we even have, if I'm not mistaken, for the geeks among us, we also support Kenya from like the Elvish language from Lord of the Rings. So feel free to have some fun here as well. So it should support a lot of different languages. So yeah, so super cool if you want to try that out. All right, so I want to show you guys one more thing. So I will jump back to my other presentation.
I'm just going to pop up real quick with the language translation to Elvish. I heard you guys are also working on Ancient Valerian and Dothraki from Game of Thrones as well.
Yeah, we're testing it out. Let's see if it works.
So those of you who are big into escape rooms and breakout rooms, you could actually use Curipod to translate into these different languages as clues. So, all right, now I'm going to pop back down and let you finish.
Okay. Well, that's a super cool idea. Would love to hear more. Yeah, so this is the tab I was at. So I want to do 2 more quick activities. So this is a generated activity. I just generated just before this session. It's a drawing activity. I wanted to show you guys the drawing activity. So my lesson was about animal habitats. So right now it would be super cool if you could draw your favorite animal and give it a unique habitat. Just try it out. See if you're able to draw. If you're not feeling like now is the right time to draw, you can always find the insert image function to find an image of your favorite animal and name its habitat. And so here comes a little pro tip for if you're feeling a bit more tech savvy. Some days might be better than others, but what you can do, I'll not show it right now, but if you're super interested in giving students feedback while they're drawing, you can open the menu and you can open the Curipod moderation window. And what you can do there is see all the drawings happen in real time. So you can use that while your students are drawing, give them feedback while they're at it, just walk around and do your teacher magic. Let's do a quick voting. Let's vote on, it's the most relevant drawing. Let's vote on the coolest drawing about the coolest animal. And so this voting feature is something you also can use in your lessons to create some competitions and have your students reflect upon what the other students have been doing. So kind of teaching those 21st century skills, having students kind of reflect a bit more, always a good thing. Okay, and then you get the top. Yeah, some very cool drawings. Dog in its natural habitat. That's great. Yeah, there are some super cool drawings here. Can't draw. That's fine. All right, so the last thing I wanted to show you, it's the AI instant feedback. So I see someone asking for Pinko. Great. So the last one, AI feedback. So this feature was released a month ago or so. And basically what it does is it allows you as a teacher to ask an open-ended question and your students will answer and the students will get feedback in a few seconds after the countdown has completed. So let's try this question. So the topic for this whole session has been animals and its habitat. So let's try what type of animals would you expect to find in a rainforest habitat? And I'll give you 1.5 minutes to answer this question. So it should be as simple as naming an animal that you would expect to find in the rainforest habitat. And then let's see what the feedback you get. All right. And we really like to work with the teachers, and we know you need a bit of control on the timer, so you can close it at any time you want or extend the timer as you please. We know unexpected things always happen, and they happen every day, so we want to make Curipod as flexible as we can. Okay, so the AI feedback, I can press the give feedback number right now if I'm trusting the AI, which in this case I will, but I can also, in the teacher moderation window, I can generate the feedback there and go through it before I give it out to the students. So making sure that you have full control. But sometimes you might just want to see what happens. So let's see. So I'm pressing the give feedback now. So here are all the answers. See, a lot of monkeys, toucans, poison dart frog. And on each and every one of your devices, you will now get a short little feedback, a few sentences. How well did so? I'm interested in this poison dart frog. I've never seen that one before. Okay, so it wanted more animals. And frogs, snake, and monkey. Great start. You've named 3 animals that can be found in a rainforest habitat. To make a more complete answer, you can mention some other common animals that can be found in rainforests, such as jaguars, toucans, parrots, sloths, and many more. Keep up the good work. So the feedback should always be very positive and encourage and help the students kind of follow their own curiosity. And you can also provide what we call an answer expectation. So, for example, if you're doing it on writing and you want to have your students focus on how they are using conjugations in their sentences, you can tell it to only comment on the conjugations. And that way you're able to kind of focus the feedback on the things that you as a teacher want to focus on. So the question can be very broad and it can be very tailored to your students' interests. And the AI can then be super specific about the very, very niche types of kind of focus you want as a teacher. Yeah, I think that's it. Let me show.
Thank you for an excellent session. We do have about 1 minute. We have 6 months premium.
Ooh.
May 100 Curi free. So use the code. You get 6 months of free Curipod, which should take you through the summer to play, and then the first part of the year. So
that's awesome.
We have another amazing session coming up at 6. So stay right where you are on whatever social channel you're in, or hop over to YouTube, wherever you're watching. Thank you so much, Frikk. I keep trying to get the name right. Woo! And we're going to go ahead and hop over and transition. But thank you guys for sponsoring our week of AI, and you'll see more Curipod in some of the sessions coming up. So, and I know Heather Brown's session is definitely going to be utilizing it at 7. But we have Erica and Lene coming
Different
up.
Erica.
So,
different Erica. We have a lot of Ericas and Erics.
We do.
Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome, Frikk. That was so much fun. I really needed that.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and exit, and we'll see you in just a second.